Welcome back to Flashpoint. Republican Chad Brown, known pretty well around these parts as the former mayor of Stanley and current chairman of the Gaston County Board of Commissioners, now looking to become the first Republican Secretary of State in North Carolina since 1877. Joining us now, Commissioner Chad Brown. Commissioner, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, what's your one-line sales pitch to voters who might not know you and why you think they should choose you?
Well, I think when you look at what's happening in our economy right now, we have a high inflation rate. We need to make sure we have businesses who can thrive and do things in North Carolina. I think I'm the best salesman for that. We've been doing it in Gaston County for the last 14 years as a commissioner, so my pedigree stands for itself. But I think when you look at North Carolina, we need to make sure that we have a robust economy continuing. But when we get through these pieces of the puzzle, we need to make sure that we're helping people to work through the system, because I think government and what's happening in the Secretary of State's office is a cumbersome system right now.
Speaking of, your opponent has been in the office for a long time, I think 30-something years, almost 30 years. Why do you think you could do something better?
Well, I think when you look at what's happening, I want to be involved. I want to make sure that we go and work with those entrepreneurs or those companies who are bringing economic development. I've been doing it for the last 14 years. The last 4 as chairman in Gaston County, to make sure that we continue to help them get through the system. And when you help them hand in glove, when you can try to do things a little bit better with technology and what's happening right now, I think I got a better fix on that. And so I want to make sure we push that narrative to try to help the citizens and the entrepreneurs who want to start a business to get started in North Carolina.
Hard to believe, but there's not been a Republican Secretary of State, I think, in more than 100 years.
1877.
Which is wild when you consider we elect statewide Republicans and all sorts of things, but not for some reason Secretary of State. Why do you think that is?
I think when you look at what's happening as a whole, and that time it was appointed, it wasn't even elected at that time, but we've had a system in North Carolina where Republicans tend to not vote like they should. And I'm not saying they're not going to vote. They assume that they're going to lose, because the Democrats did have a stronghold for a long time on all the council of state races. And until I think Sherry Berry was the longest serving Republican who had a stronghold. So now we look forward to that. In 2010, the legislature and the General Assembly was turned over. So now I think you see some changes, and we're excited about 2024.
On your website and in some of your public appearances, you've been very outspoken about issues like the Second Amendment and being pro-life. There's also a lot of discussion about nationalizing our politics and how it's not necessarily positive for local issues. In your job, you'd be dealing with businesses and the government. Why wade into those issues?
Well, I think those are people want to know who you are. Those right there were just character backgrounds of a bio. They didn't have nothing to do with what we want to do as a business sector. When you look at what I want to do as a business sector, I want to change and have a better overview of that. But when you think about the Second Amendment, I am pro-Second Amendment. I'm pro-life. I'm a proud Republican. I'm a Christian. Yeah. So those are all bio issues that I want people to know who I am. And when you really delve into our website or any of our platforms or videos, you'll see who I really am and what we want to do for the sector of North Carolina businesses.
You had an interesting, rather non-conventional approach to fundraising, offering folks, I believe it was $50 to your campaign for a gun raffle, basically. Where did this come from, and would you consider it a success?
Well, I'd say it's been a success. We have a lot of people who want the right to bear arms, and one of the things that's happened, when you go out and you're trying to raise money for the Council of State, the Secretary of State's not the sexiest office, I'll tell you, when you're trying to raise money. My opponent has put up, or the party that she's with, put up over $1 million to beat me. And I find that very heartening to say, hey, I am a viable opponent. So when you look at things that we do for the Second Amendment, I'm a pro-Second Amendment, love it. And I think America has spoken. And so when you ask about what we've raised on that, we've done very well to say our fundraising efforts were great.
You've talked about fostering a more vibrant business community. And we had the candidate in for Secretary of Labor, and he talked about the same sort of thing. How do you think you would do that?
Well, I think when you look at, we need to work hand in glove with these people who are doing business, not necessarily the ones that are coming, but the ones who are there now. We lose just as many businesses in a month that we actually bring in. So when you think about how I want to do it, I want to make sure that we put different stations. I want to petition the General Assembly to put a station over in the Asheville area, Charlotte area, Raleigh, and Wilmington, because you shouldn't have to drive 4 to 6 hours just to see somebody face to face to get your business started. You should be able to go in and work with them. But we want to we want to have a mobile unit. So like the disaster that's hit, we want to make sure we do things differently than what's happening right now. I think we don't have a hands-on approach. And I think when you can go to a business owner or somebody who's putting their money up front, I think you need to work with them any way you can. I think that's what we're doing is successful in Gaston County. I have been attentive to their needs and listening to what they need, and that's what they're telling me they want. They talk about how cumbersome it is to get through the system just of a website. We're still using paper checks. There's a lot of ways that we can do things. It's a lot different, and I want to change that. I want to make sure that we're efficient in the way we do business in North Carolina, and I think we have a stronghold and a strong platform to do that.
You talked about it's not the sexiest position in the Council of State, and I know you've played baseball, you've been a mayor, you're a commissioner right now, chairman. How did you arrive on this specifically?
Well, I think when you looked at what I do I want to say my overview of life. You know, I've been a salesman, I've been in business, I've owned a small business. I've tried to do things differently. And I think this is the one that hit the closest to what I most performed for. A lot of people said, oh, you should run for lieutenant governor or some other sector of the Council of State. I like where I'm at. I like the business sector, and I want to because it's the foundation. Small business is the foundation of this country. It's going to be the foundation of what we have in North Carolina. And we have to protect those rights and make sure we help these people.
All right, Commissioner Chad Brown. Commissioner, thanks for coming on.
Best
of luck on the campaign trail. We appreciate it. How state election officials are working to make sure folks impacted by Hurricane Helene are able to vote in this year's election.